This Baseplan Presents video features how to create a rental contract from a mobile device, focusing on the following areas: searching for equipment, searching for customers and sites, adding additional equipment to a rental contract, creating a rental contract and detail lines from the Baseplan Mobility app.
Okay, so I'm currently logged into Baseplan Enterprise, and I want to go through how we can actually create a rental contract from a mobile device rather than actually having to be in the Baseplan Enterprise application. So I'm just going to drag my phone over onto the screen as well. So I'm currently logged into the Baseplan Mobility application, which is available on Android and iOS for various modules like transport, equipment inspections, rental returns, things like that. Now, in this case, we're going to be creating a rental contract. So the way that I can actually do that is through this search function. So if I click on search, I can search for items, or I can search for things that relate to a contract. In this case, we're going to be looking at items, and I can put a description here that relates to the item that I want to create a contract for. So I can say J or G, for example, is the make that I'm looking for. So I'm going to look in our equipment ledger and bring back anything that relates to J or G that is under my branch, which is New South Wales. We can see here we've got a few headings and the quantities and also the equipment that related to it as well. Now from this point, what I can do is I can actually drill into these individual items and check information about them, or I can actually select one of the items and actually create a contract or create a transfer. If I was to drill into one of these items, say for example, this 1902 one, I can actually see any information around the meter reading, when the next service due date is. We can see this one is overdue. I can check the retail rental rates for the equipment. I can check any outstanding items, which is things that potentially might require service for the next inspection or the next service. I can also check the rental history, and I can also check the service history for the machine as well. So there's quite a lot there that I can actually look at. And at this point in time, I can click on the create contract or create transfer from this screen as well. So if I just hit on create contract, it's going to want to know, am I creating a contract for this equipment that relates to a cash customer where I'm going to require payment, or are we going to be doing it for an account customer? So I'm going to look at account customer in this video. So I can start typing in and searching for the customer that I'm after. So if I type in Vol, what it's going to do is it's going to bring back a list of all customers that relate to Vol. If there's only one, it'll bring up the best match. So we can see here, Valaro's Construction. If I hit next on the bottom right, it wants to know what site are we dealing with for Valaro's Construction. And then I can search for things like suburbs, site name, things like that. So if I type in West, it's brought up two sites where West is included. And if I clicked on North Connects, you can see here that the address for North Connects is actually West Pennant Hills. So it's pulled back that site automatically. I can confirm the information about who the contact is and hit confirm. And now Valaro's Construction is linked to this particular rental contract, and I can see the summary of the information here. At this point in time, I can choose the start and expected termination date, or the date that the rental is going to potentially stop or end. So I can say it's going to end on the 30th. And I can update the start time and end time if I wanted to as well. We can also choose whether it's going to be a delivery or a pickup. The difference here is going to be if it's a delivery, it's going to create a delivery and request transport. If it's a pickup, I can actually take signature from the customer, which we'll create a separate video for in the future. I can take a purchase order, and I can also add additional lines to this contract. So let's say they want more equipment. I can click on add new. And I can type in, say, 1.7. So maybe they want a mini excavator. And I can choose from my mini excavators, but I can also, you can see down here, it's got P. I can also choose to add a package onto this rental contract as well. And so the packages basically means I can group items together and add them onto a rental contract if need be. Now, just going back to this contract here. So all I've really done is I've searched for an item, I searched for a customer, I confirmed the site, I updated the expected termination date, and all I need to do now is just hit create. And so once I hit create, It's going to take that information automatically and create a rental contract in Baseplan Enterprise. And it will let me know, did you want to actually take one step further and fulfill the order, add additional items, or create a docket or a transport ticket that relates to this rental contract. At this point in time, if I went back into Baseplan Enterprise now and just hit enter, it has created a brand new rental contract for Valaris Construction at North Connects and added a detail line automatically. So this is a very fast way for us to actually create reservations on a mobile device in the field. So hopefully this has given you some insights into some of the new functionality that's coming out on the Baseplan Mobility application. And we will be focusing on other areas that relate to around rental contract creation, taking payments on mobile devices, and other areas that are coming out in the functionality in the BMA, which is Baseplan Mobility application. If you have any ideas or future topics that you'd like to see, please leave a comment in the section below.